Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Who got next at welterweight? Vergil Ortiz Jr. or Jaron Boots Ennis. And this is a heck of a comparison. We understand that the future of the welterweight division is right here, is right now. You see these guys coming up through the ranks and they're ready to be challenged. They're ready for the big fight. So we're going to start with Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis is a championship level contender. He's 24-0 with 22 knockouts. He has a 91% knockout ratio. He's only 22 years old. He's an orthodox fighter, and he stands at a massive 5'10" with a 74-inch reach. This guy is taller than Errol Spence Jr., has a longer reach than Errol Spence Jr. Just by comparison, this is a massive welterweight. Jaron Boots Ennis has knockout power. He's shown great skills and ability in the ring. And you also see with Jaron Boots Ennis, he's calling out the top 15 guys and they're not answering their phones. You see what he's doing. He's desperate for a statement fight to show that he's ready for the best at the welterweight division. Jaron Boots Ennis even most recently stated that he'd even drop down to 140, lose even more weight to take on one of those guys just to get a big name. He's very desperate for a big name in the top 15. But the problem with this is he's on the PBC side. So the funny thing is, people were saying, if Terrence Crawford was a PBC fighter, he'd be getting all the biggest and best fight. That makes no sense when one of the bright young stars and future of the welterweight division in Jaron Ennis is a PBC fighter on the PBC side, and he can't get any of the welterweights in the PBC. We have to be honest and unbiased about what's going on here. It's not about being on the PBC or not. It's about actually making the fight and guys that are ducking and avoiding the fights. Jaron Boots Ennis is definitely a special and talented fighter. And then you have a Vergil Ortiz Jr. who's 14-0 with 14 knockouts. He has a 100% knockout ratio. He's only 21 years old. He stands at a massive 5'10" with a 70-inch reach. Vergil Ortiz Jr. knocked out his last two opponents, Antonio Orozco and Mauricio Herrera, and both of these guys had never been knocked out before, showing that he's a special fighter, showing that Antonio Orozco had went the distance with a guy like Jose Ramirez, who's a unified world champion at 140, and Vergil Ortiz got him and stopped him. So this just lets you know the level that Vergil Ortiz is on. Vergil Ortiz is a guy, that have moved up to welterweight and showed that he's ready for the absolute best. Shown, and he's even reaching for a super fight with Errol Spence Jr. at 154 pounds in Dallas at some point in his career. Vergil Ortiz is obviously going to be a superstar. He's obviously going to be a special fighter. But you know what? His contemporary is Jaron Boots Ennis. That is the type of guy, and that we would love to see these two guys match up at some point down the line to make it a huge fight in the welterweight division. Both of these guys are the future, but which one is next to step up in the welterweight division, you'll decide. Once again, unbiased as always, is the IBFP.